years, he found out you don't even like him. He's just, ugh. You know, he eats his food and open his pants and sit on the couch and watch football. And you're like, oh my God, he wants me to wait on him. I can't stand him. He does nothing for me but pay bills. It's time to go. It's time to go.
But what if he's not willing to let you go?
That's a bad thing.
Because I mean, technically it goes hand in hand with my idea of sacrificing a loved one for the greater good of humanity. If he decides to let you go, he has given you up to society. And what I mean, I'm not saying like he grabs you and locks you in the house and
So how would he not
put
let
you in
me
the
go?
closet and chain you to the wall and put lotion on your skin.
Well,
I'm not talking about that.
How would he not let me go? How would he not let me go?
By talking you out of it. You have been waiting on this guy hand and foot for like so many years. I don't and that's all you know. And now that you feel that you need something different, you need to go out and be somebody else than what you have been for most of your life with this individual. He might try to manipulate you into not leaving. He might look at you and say, "No, I don't want you to go. I need you here. I love you. I care about you. I appreciate what you've done. I need you here with me. I don't know what I'm going to do without you."
And that goes right back to what I said. People are selfish. People think about what they need for themselves. When does it get to the point where I need to think about what I need for myself? If I'm not happy, I'm not happy.
Yeah, but what if? Okay, all right. If you're not happy, and let's say the man can't see that it's his fault, and he basically assumes that you're unhappy because of you. It's not his fault that you're such a good cleaner.
But that's the thing about it.
It's not his fault that you cook good.
Right.
It's not his fault that the kids decide to listen to everything you say.
Absolutely. But this is the thing. As we grow, we change. And all of the behaviors that he already had, which is embedded in him, are the things that I don't like about him. Because the thing about it, you're married. I'm married to him. I got used to his behavior. I got used to everything, and I conditioned myself to accept things that I don't like. But that's who he is. So now the kids are grown, they're leaving, and I can't take it anymore. So it's time for me to move on. So by him asking me to stay, and by him begging me and asking over and over and over, it's just telling me this is another form of manipulation, because this is who he is. And my decision this is one thing men don't understand. When a woman makes a decision, that decision was made well before it came out of her mouth.
But what if when she leaves the house, she doesn't find anything better?
Sometimes it's not about finding anything better. Sometimes it's about finding yourself. And when you find yourself, you realize, you know what? I'm not so bad by myself.
Well, then that means sacrificing the person for the greater good of humanity. If they fail, it's not that they failed; it's the fact that they tried.
But this is the thing. All along, I've been sacrificing myself, and then I stopped, and I stopped sacrificing myself, and I got myself back. If I left, I got myself back. No more sacrificing.
Well,
so that goes to what I said before.
But what sacrifice is necessarily being made when there's so much good that can come from the fact that
I'm still waiting on him?
If you stay, you have a house, a TV, a car.
I can have all of that without him.
Once the kids leave, it's a normal routine. If you leave out, you go, and you say it's not about the result. It's necessarily about trying to get the result. If that's it, then how is it that a person wouldn't be appreciated more? Because you leave the house, he might want you. He might want you even more.
But that's because he wants me to come and cook and clean and do all that other stuff that I don't want to do anymore.
You don't want to do it anymore. but you don't have to do it as much now that the kids are gone.
Yeah, for a week. For a week or 2 weeks. I don't know, because when I look at it like this, I look at it this way. Okay, say if I'm in that situation, I'm sacrificing my marriage. And I've really thought about it before I even decided to sacrifice it. So I decided that it's time to go. I just think that by me leaving, it gives me the opportunity to have the freedoms that I want, which means that I don't have to wait on him. I don't have to cook for him. I don't have to clean up behind him. I don't have to do all of those things. And then I find out, you know what? I really love me. And I start doing things for me. I start cooking only for me, cleaning behind me. The kids are grown.
Okay. Now, if it's the apocalypse, what if
I sacrifice him?
What I'm saying, what if you have the cure, and you say all those things? You're tired of cooking and cleaning for them, and you're like, I'm ready to go.
Well, that's why when it comes to sacrificing, if it comes down to me being sacrificed for the greater good, then that's a decision I'm making for myself. But I can sacrifice him. Hey, I could tell him, if I'm tired of him, you can have him. Okay, but when it comes down to me,
that's just cruel.
No, it's not, because I'm tired of him. Yeah, you're right. It is a little. You're right. But I'm tired of him. And he's not doing society so much better because he can't do anything. You know, I'm not going to say he can't do anything for himself because he does work. He does take care of himself. He does have all the benefits and all of that stuff. I ain't sacrificing me. And if I choose to sacrifice me, then I think that's a great thing because that's my choice. Just like leaving that marriage was my choice. So.
But he ain't going to let you go, though. Not unless he,
See, that's the part that I won't like. I won't like that part of not letting me go because that's manipulative. I won't like that. That's deceitfulness. That's conniving. You're not going to let me go. What do you mean you're not going to let me go? You don't own me. God owns me. So what do you mean you're not letting me go? And the thing about it is when you let something go, if it comes back, it's even better.
Well,
but that's where you get stuck when you don't want to let go because that's what makes it even harder, and that's what's very damaging.
Well, it's you got to think about how hard somebody cares about you, and in a sense, yes, the individual is trying to keep you for their own.
Is it caring about me or is it obsessed?
Well,
is it obsession? Or is it actually caring about me?
It depends on the person.
Because when you care about somebody, you let them go. When you're obsessed with them, you won't let them go.
Yeah, it depends on the person. An individual can definitely look at somebody and say, I don't want to ever let that person go. And then when the decision comes and the person doesn't want to be with them, it becomes one-sided. The opinions about the relationship and about everything becomes one-sided, and the person ends up feeling like, well, that is not how I felt about you. The way I felt about you was totally different. I appreciated everything you did.
But that's you. You know what someone said to me once? They said that when they break up with somebody, they don't go back because when they go back, it reminds them why they left the first time.
Yeah, I've heard that before. But see, here's the thing. If a person leaves and comes back, let's say zombie apocalypse, person dies, has a choice to come back. Who's
gonna come back during an apocalypse?
I'm just saying, it comes back because
I'll wait till the apocalypse is over.
Because somehow the scientists mess up and the person actually comes back to life after the surgery, and they're like, "Oh shoot, she's still alive. Well, good."
Come back to this crap.
But yeah. Now that she's alive, she has to come back to the person that was willing to let her go to sacrifice for humanity. Why not
try something new?
So you telling me if that was you on the table, you like it's time to sneak out the medical bed and go find somewhere else to go, because the person I was with, the reason why I sacrificed my life was because I didn't like the person. I didn't care about that person.
If I sacrifice my life because I don't care about that person, I damn sure ain't coming back to that same person. I'm not.
Even after death?
If I didn't like you before death, I damn sure ain't gonna like you after that and come back and see you again. No.
You might have saw Jesus or God.
I stay with Jesus or God because I don't want to come back. I even stay with the damn devil.
Okay.
I don't want to come back because the thing about it is to come back Trying to apocalypse? Nah, I'll wait till that era is over. I come to the next era. And you know what? I think about that sometimes. I think about, is it possible that I was here during slavery? If I was here during slavery,
The Atlas
I
Cloud.
probably left. I probably jumped off the boat and killed myself and decided to come back in the 60s. That's why I didn't come in the 50s, because they were still having problems. I came back in the 60s. And if I came back again after that, that'll probably be another 60 years to see what's going on. But if it's really bad, I'll just wait my turn. You can go before me, baby. You want to go? You want to skip the line? You can go in front of me.
Yeah. I know what you're talking about. It's called, they had a movie about it called Atlas Cloud with Tom Hanks and Halle Berry. It's
That's my girl.
Basically, the movie's about about the universe saying that we're all somebody who lived years in history. Like, basically, if you are the person you are now, back 1,000 years or 100 years, you could have been a woman, or you could have been an older person, a slave, or you could have been a king, or And
I probably was a queen.
And I ain't gonna lie, I probably was like an ogre or something. I was
Fedora.
Yeah. I was running through trees and chasing animals or something. I ain't gonna fool myself.
And I'm just picturing you doing that.
Yeah. I already know what I was doing. I was a savage. I'm on straight savage. It's just
jumping
eating.
from vine to vine, like Tarzan.
Yeah. There was probably a couple men with armored suits and knives and swords chasing me down or something. Kill the beast.
They probably would have used you to make other beasts because you're a big dude. So.
Yeah. You put me in the cage.
You're a stallion.
Yeah. Having women come to my cage. No. I'm like,
You know.
Give me.
I saw an African movie. I kid you not. And it's called the 12 Moon Ladies or something like that. Anyway, these women were supposed to take over, and it was really, really. It got kind of crazy, but these ladies came together. This old witch put her spirit in all these girls, and they're supposed to, when they get a certain age, they're supposed to take over. Anyway, so when the girls were like 19, 18, and 19, they all came together, and they started doing whatever the rituals they had to do, and then they got horny. So once they got horny, there was a male that walked by. They got the guy to come there, and each one of them had sex each one of them had sex with him, one behind the other. He was actually being raped, and it was one behind the other. And when he got up, he was so sore, in so much pain. I just felt sorry for him. And he told his friends about it, and then one of his friends went over there to the ladies and said, "Take me. You can have sex with me as much as you want. Take me." And they got so angry, they went in their room, their little hut that they had. They got their switches, and they flogged them. So then they decided they wanted to have sex again with the same guy, previous guy. And when they went to his house, and he had his girlfriend in his house. They made her sit in the living room while they took him in the back, and they all had sex with him. But it wore him out. It really wore him. He was in so much pain after all of that. But I didn't even think a guy could last like that.
Yeah, it definitely can happen.
And she had to sacrifice her man, but she didn't have a choice. Is it sacrificial things about not having a choice?
No, you could be sacrificed and still have a choice.
Cows don't have a choice. The lambs don't have a choice when they sacrifice them to their deities, their gods. You say humans have a choice, but not really, because that goes back to when I said virgins when she sacrificed. They didn't have a choice.
Well, sacrifice is more of somebody giving themselves up for whatever belief or whatever they believe.
But it's usually the person, the authoritative figure in control, that's deciding who's going to be sacrificed.
Yeah, but it's almost masochism.
Yeah.
Than being sacrificed.
They'd have to kill me.
There's sacrificing yourself, and then there's being sacrificed. Yeah.
Well, we sacrifice ourselves every day just by going to work.